Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's been a couple weeks. We skipped last week due to the hurricane in Florida. And speaking of that, if you were impacted at all, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. We actually have a donation set up through Feeding America, helping all of those in need from, in fact, the past two hurricanes. So it's been a crazy hurricane season for everyone in Florida, even going into the Carolinas and Georgia, as we know. So I just wanted to start with that. Also, on a second note here, it's October. And as we know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's also my birthday, which is around the corner on Sunday. So what I do every single year is we make Monday a pink day. Everybody wears pink. We'll send out a picture and a marketing piece, and then we make a nice donation to the American Cancer Society. And it's really on behalf of all of our agents, all of our staff, my family, as a matter of fact, friends. So it's just something we like to do to give back. And I think it's important for you all to know that you're parked at the right place by doing business with Levinson. Because in my opinion, yes, we have to service, we have to have great payouts, we have to have these direct contracts that are very, very important. But what's equally as important is we have to give back, especially to those in need, right? Going through a crisis. So wanted to point that out. Let's jump into today's presentation. I know, like I said, we missed last week, and we haven't missed a week in years. So we have a lot to talk about. We're going to take up the full hour here. We'll be done by 3 p.m. Eastern time. We have an excellent presentation, in my opinion. And the reason why, number one, our VP with Transamerica, Eric Rebenkoff, is joining us. And he's been a friend of mine, personal business. We also live in the same city, a few blocks from each other, which is rare, especially when you're doing business all over the U.S. But he brings a lot to the table, especially with Transamerica, A-rated, as everyone knows. But I think what you don't know is, number one, this latest instant decision final expense product is blowing the doors off of the competition. And I'm not saying that lightly or because he's here. Okay, when you see the presentation, when you see the rates, when you see how easy it is for a consumer to sign up and for you to assist with an instant decision, I think you'll agree with me by the time we're done. Okay, comp is great. We also have an advance available if you qualify. So when you look at a lot of the big names out there and some of the newer names, I think what you're going to find between the ratings, financials, between the underwriting, okay, and I think this is a big one because we all know you can throw 100 applications against the wall, and if 5 to 10 stick and get approved, okay, or 50 or 70% get approved, right? That's the name of the game. That's a huge differentiator. So that's what this product and carrier is about. They've come a long way. Also, we're not just talking about final expense. We're talking about the leader when it comes to term with living benefits, IUL, foreign nationals, lots of bells and whistles, lots of hot new bullets that Eric is going to dive into. I don't want to steal his thunder, but this is going to be a presentation that every single one of you will walk away with nuggets. I promise you. Okay, if it's a third bedroom term agent or final expense agent, or you're a millionaire or billionaire MDRT agent, every single one of you is going to say by the time we're done, I have a guy, I have a girl, I have an agency I can team up with on this concept, on the strategy. So lots and lots and lots and lots of nuggets today. Get out your pen and paper, use that Q&A box, ask any questions as we go. I want to make sure you're comfortable. At the end, we're going to have our giveaway. Today, what we're giving away is an Apple iWatch and the IUL prospecting book, since we're touching on IUL as well with Eric's presentation. So make sure you're on until the end. We're going to ask a question that has to do with the slides. Whoever answers first and correct, we'll announce your name, and you walk away as a big winner with the Levinson weekly webinars. So let's keep moving forward. Jump into our first slide here. We are back bigger and better than ever with our 2025 Expo. Okay, we do this once a year, as you know, and every year we get bigger and better. Okay, it's not just my opinion. Okay, you can look at our highlight reels, and the proof is in the pudding. In fact, we almost hit 300 agents at the 2024 Expo. We had some great keynote speakers, the agent panel. Okay, and my promise for 2025 is it's going to be different. It's going to be unique. It's going to be something you haven't seen before. Even if you attended all 17 Levinson Expos, this is going to be different in every way, shape, and form. So make sure you RSVP because we are capped at 300. Okay, and we're already filling up since we sent this out. And the great news on the bottom, check out the qualification. 30. First of all, it's free for everyone. Okay, as long as you're an active agent, but starting at just 30,000 a premium. Okay, and this is life and annuity. Okay, combined. So it's very important to get these numbers in. Starting at 30,000, one free night at our beachfront resort, right on the sand. By the way, the resort was just renovated as well. So, and like I said, bigger, better, different. But anyway, 30,000 free nights at our beachfront resort. 60,000 includes round trip airfare. 70,000 is two free nights. Okay, so you can make a weekend vacation out of it, and we pay for round trip airfare as well. So get those numbers applications in now. Okay, it started on the 1st of October. So any applications that came in after that date will count towards the qualification minimums here. Let's keep moving forward. What I want to do next is talk about what's most important to all of us that work at the Levinson and Associates headquarters. I can't even say in South Florida because we're all over now. We have employees in 4 states. But what's most important to every single one of us, we now have 24, is you, is our customer, the agent. We don't sell on a retail level whatsoever. In fact, that's a conflict of interest. And I know I say it on every webinar, but there's some IMOs now and MGAs that have a call center that are literally selling to the same bucket of consumers their agents are selling to, which is asinine. That's ridiculous. It should be illegal. I mean it. So anyway, you are our customer, you the agent. So when we see this, what's in front of you right now on our Facebook page, which you should be following, or on our Google reviews link, okay, it means the world. It moves the needle. Real fast on the top, it was great to meet RJ, great service, Nick. Bottom left, Carrie, just wanted to thank you for creating such a great organization. The bottom right, in my opinion, Josh is state of the art, always comes through. I'm delighted with how he enlightens me about all the options. He's a treasure for Levinson and for the agents that he helps, John P. This is everything, okay? Plus, when you leave a review, okay, yes, it makes our day, but on top of that, you get the IUL prospecting book for free, okay? As long as you're active, it's free. We pay for everything. Put a little thank you note in there, okay? Let's keep moving forward. By the way, I hope everyone does this after we hang up today's webinar and tell us your thoughts about today's presentation. Our 411 is a great way for you to keep your finger on the pulse, not just with Levinson, but with all of the carriers and products and platforms in the industry. Everything on the life and annuity side is right here in front of you, sitting in your inbox every other week. Okay, so we take thousands of products, over 90 carriers, all of the sales platforms, put all the updates, what's hot, what's not, what's new, what's gone, right here in the 411. Very simple for you all. Okay, I know it could be overwhelming, so we simplified your world with the 411 annuity and life leader. Let's keep moving forward. This is awesome. I love this slide, and I always wanted to do this for so many years, and I finally convinced Carrie to say, you know what, Bill, let's do it. We just won't mention any names, okay? So, you know, we have 24,000 plus agents in the country. You can imagine the horror stories that we hear, okay, when they're dealing with other GAs or IMOs or BGAs, call them whatever you want. You would not believe, okay, some of these stories. And I figured, you know what? It's important for us to kind of pull the covers back, right? And show agents, with or without us, it doesn't make a difference, what's going on in this industry today. Because it's not like it was 20 years ago, unfortunately, okay? 20 years ago, 15 years ago, you know, let's face it, okay? You had a contract, you had great products to sell, Hopefully the upline or IMO did the right thing. But now, okay, I hate to say it, but with all of these MLM groups and they're basically bringing in agents that aren't even licensed yet, and they're saying, hey, we don't even want you to sell. We want you to just recruit your friends and family. We'll make them agents, and then they can do the same thing. I mean, the stories are crazy. You're handcuffed. You sign agreements where you can't move for a year or two. I mean, it's just nuts. So I said, I want to have a quick 20 or 30-minute webinar with Carrie, with you all, and I want to talk about some of these things you need to be aware of, working with us or not. You got to ask the right questions. Okay. We know on the average, an agent works with 1 to 3 IMOs. So you have to know what's going on out there. Very important. I don't want to keep ranting. The webinar's on the 25th. Make sure you're tuned in for that one. Like I said, we'll keep it short, sweet, right to the point. But this will change the way you do business moving forward. I promise. And it may save you years and years and years of being in the wrong relationship. I promise you. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's keep moving forward. I want to jump into our feature presentation of the day. And I said earlier, my good friend Eric Rebenkoff, who actually lives a couple blocks away. We always joke around about it. He's got some great stuff to share about the latest and greatest with Transamerica. Eric, you there?
Yes, thank you, Bill. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As Bill mentioned, my name is Eric Rebenkoff. I'm with Transamerica. We have the complete package supporting you through Levinson and Associates. Partnership, pricing, process, underwriting, compensation. We also can do trial applications and premium finance. $47 billion is the number on the bottom right. That's what we paid in claims just last year, and we're going to keep paying claims. And I think Bill doesn't like to talk about ratings and go through a lot of numbers, but that one really stands out to me, and I think it's important. Got to be able to keep your promises. Today, we're going to talk about the 11 ways you can grow your business with Transamerica. Transamerica has a little bit of something for everybody. If you're in the senior market, guess what? We have products and solutions in the senior market. We can be a major partner for you. If you're in the small face middle market and you need accelerated underwriting, or you like living benefits for term insurance, we have solutions there. If you like small face middle market index universal life, you're in competition with those people in those multi-level marketing organizations, well, we have a solution for you for that. If you're in the overfunded index universal life business, we're a major player in that market. Term insurance, term conversions. Little fun fact most people don't know. Hey, Bill, did you know we have Financial Foundation Index Universal Life available to convert to in the state of New York? Nobody wants to do business in New York. It's brutal. We have an actual index universal life with new business pricing you can convert to in that state. Little known fact. We're also in the foreign national business, 3 different programs, non-residents, residents. And if you're not even here with the right work permit or visa and you have an individual tax identification number, we have a program for you. We'll do domestic trial applications, not an informal, but a trial. 5 million or 25,000 in premium. You have a nice big case of a lifetime, send it to Bill, he'll get it to us, we'll get you a tentative offer. Then of course we can do premium financing for domestic cases as well as foreign nationals. Let's look at some details on our new FE Express. Bill mentioned this product a moment ago. This just came out a couple weeks ago, and we are on fire with it. FE Express Solution and FE Express Graded. Graded is a return of premium plus 10% for the first 2 years, then jumps up to the face amount you applied for. This product is available up to $50,000 through age 75. 76 through 85, you could buy $25,000, no decrease in compensation. Very interesting product. You can do it in 10 minutes. And why would you use Transamerica versus another carrier? Because you can get day 1 coverage. We have very unique underwriting rules. Instant decision e-application. Our rates are outstanding. Compensation through Levinson and Associates is top notch. We have a program that will pay you on approval versus pay on draft. Speak with Bill and the team to learn more about that. We do accept credit cards and debit cards. We can customize and upsell, and I'm going to give you an example of that. We have very high face amounts for older ages, and it's really brand strength, signature process. We will allow for Social Security billing option, which is unique. Let's look at more. You can apply for and you can put a case in force in 10 minutes, instant decision. Very convenient payment options I mentioned earlier. I have the opportunity for you to upsell, which allows you to get faster commissions. And we have something that's unique and special to this final expense product. It's a funeral planning benefit. It's a rider. It's automatic. What does that mean? That means 24/7, 365 days a year, your clients that have a Transamerica FE Express policy have access to licensed funeral directors, will preparation, document storage, and funeral pricing comparisons with no additional pricing. It's built in, it's automatic, it can help you close more business. Transamerica, we don't stack morbidities. Well, what does that mean? That means if you have liver failure, you could get graded with the concierge rider that I just mentioned with the funeral planning can be a great benefit to your clients. Liver failure and diabetes still graded. Liver failure, diabetes, hepatitis, sadly in decline. I'm going to go through some things here to show you sort of what we don't like and what doesn't work, and then we'll go through the things that do work the best. CHF, congestive heart failure. Your clients ever had it, they can get select. Only 3 choices: select, graded, decline. Congestive heart failure with COPD, graded. That's a big deal. Congestive heart failure, COPD, and diabetes, well, that's going to be a little bit of a deal breaker. So I'm giving you examples of stacking the comorbidities. Kidney failure, again, dialysis, that's a decline. But let's look at all the things that are not. Oxygen, graded. Oxygen COPD, graded. Oxygen congestive heart failure, decline. There's a theme here. Oxygen, diabetes, stroke, decline. Oxygen tobacco use, decline. Oxygen COPD and tobacco is select. Very interesting. Diabetes with complications, select. Diabetes, complications, and congestive heart failure, graded. So you can see there's lots of wiggle room in this product to help your clients. These are the not so healthy, not so wealthy. This is for the 70-year-old, 75-year-old, 80-year-old that needs a $10,000 policy or more. Diabetes with complications, the kidney failure is really going to be the decline there. Let's look at a couple of places where we do win. 60, diabetes and neuropathy. You add emphysema. We're going to approve that. Day 1 coverage. You can put it in force in 10 minutes. You can use direct checking. Put that thing in force. First of the month, you could pay. Commissions can be paid in 48 to 72 hours with Elite Pay. Get with Bill and your team at Levinson Associates to learn more about Elite Pay. Hey, today's the 17th, and if I had to wait to the first of the month to get paid when the client pays with their checking account, that could be a couple of weeks. But with Elite Pay, you can get paid right away. COPD, diabetes, neuropathy, bang. Direct express Social Security billing. What does that mean? Well, we know that his Social Security comes on a certain day, so we're going to draft out of his account that day. It's the third Wednesday of the month. That's coming up. But if I put it in force today, I can get paid right away with elite pay. Or if I don't qualify, I'll just wait until the third Wednesday of the month. Here's another example, 75, congestive heart failure, hepatitis B, day one coverage, select. I pay with a credit card or a debit card on the 15th of the month, no advance, paid as earned. That's because of the debit card and the credit card. Other carriers have pulled out of the market because of a little bit of fraud going on in that area. So we got a little conservative here. Only way to access the e-application is to log in through Transamerica. You got to get your login through Levinson and Associates. So once you're all set up, you log in, you have your agent code under Levinson, you can go into Transamerica and get the Transamerica FE Express solution. Once you log in, then you can take the app either in person on a tablet, or you could do it over the phone. Maybe, Bill, you're out of town when we want to take this application. We could do it over the phone. We could use a GoToMeeting or whatever platform you use, and I could help take that application at that time with our signature process of either in person or over the phone. I'm not going to go through that entire process because we want to talk about some other things, but this is a quick example of I applied for $25,000. When you apply for a face amount and you get approved all the way up to the total of $50,000. That allows you, right before you put it in force, to upsell the client. Well, maybe my client's just as thrilled as I am that they got approved, and we can have a little bit more of a budget. And in this example, I'm going to upsell it from $25,000 to $40,000. In fact, what happens if my client gets graded and their budget doesn't buy as much? Well, I could downsell from the 25,000 down to 10 and still save the case, put it in force, get paid. So that's the FE Express. We have a lot of other products. We have another final expense suite of products called Immediate Solution. It's Immediate Solution, 10-pay solution, easy solution is really graded. You're gonna still want these products available if you're in the senior market because it has this child and grandchild rider. It's really outstanding. You could put up to 9 children and grandchildren on one policy, and you can write it on juveniles 0 to 18, where FE Express only starts at age 18. I'm not going to go through a lot of detail on these products, but I do want to give you a nice example of our pricing. You can see Transamerica's got a great brand name. We stack up with the best in the business. Our pricing is outstanding. If you need to know more about our pricing, get with the team at Levinson and Associates. They can help you. Let's look at an example of why we might use this product instead. Here's a guy, he's 65. He's 6 foot, 306 pounds. He's on some medications for high blood pressure and cholesterol. He walks with his granddaughter 1 day a week. He has no lifestyle factors. A Transamerica lifestyle factor would be DUI, drug addiction, alcohol addiction. He doesn't have any of those things. But why is he getting standard? His medications are preferred, his height and weight are all standard, and he has no lifestyle factors. He theoretically could get preferred if he was able to get the activity credit. This product has a very interesting activity credit that all you have to do is have activity for 10 minutes at a time, 3 days a week. Maybe he walks his daughter 3 days a week to school or after school. Or maybe he walks to the mail, or he just goes out in the garden for 10 minutes every other day. He would be eligible for the activity credit, and that would lower the premium from $84 to $71. Very interesting solution. We're moving on from the senior market and the simplified issue to accelerated underwriting. Why would I use this product, the lifetime whole life, and why wouldn't I use one of those other two products? Well, the other two products are really built for seniors, not so healthy, not so wealthy. But what if the daughter is in the kitchen or in the living room while you're taking the app? And maybe she's a little healthier. She's 65, she's still working, and she needs 25,000. She's willing to go through a little bit more underwriting. And the underwriting is just more medical questions. It's not actual blood or urine. In fact, you can buy it up to 2 million, age 65, no blood and urine. It's pretty good. So 45, 2 million, 55, 1 million, 500,000, age 65, automatically comes with living benefits of critical, chronic, and terminal illness. Trendsetter LB. This is term insurance with living benefits. The middle market at Transamerica is defined by a low death benefit of 25,000, a max death benefit of 2 million. Your clients can buy this product, no blood, no urine, e-application. You can get this enforced pretty quickly. Non-med up to 2 million, age 45, 1 million, age 55. Base amounts up to 249, age 60. Critical, chronic, and terminal illness automatically built in. So the way I like to position this product is, hey, Bill, do you want to talk about the new kind of term with living benefits, or do you want to talk about the old kind of term like your dad has? This is the new kind. It only takes a little extra underwriting, a few extra questions, and it's only a few dollars more per month. So here's the old kind that our dads had. This is the new kind. The buying public loves the idea of getting something from their life insurance with living benefits. A heart attack may not kill you today if you get to the hospital in time, but that bill might give you another heart attack when you get out. Living benefits are designed to offset the cost of a medical ailment, and they can be wonderful, wonderful benefits when needed. So let's look at the old kind of term insurance. You can buy it in real small face amounts down to 25,000. You can buy it in larger face amounts, non-med up to 2 million. Transamerica will let you buy 10 million up to age 80. We'll let people buy up to age 75 an additional 25 million. In fact, my bill, shame on me, I didn't fix this slide, will allow people to buy up to $50 million. That's the max amount with Transamerica at this time. So whether you have the smallest case, 25,000, or the biggest case of your life, Transamerica has a term insurance solution for you. It has all kinds of neat things. You can write up to age 70 and 50,000 standard non-smoker e-application. You can get that done pretty quickly through Levinson and Associates. I'm going to move on. It has a really neat income protection rider. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm not going to go through a lot of details. But what this is allowing the insured and policy owner to control the death benefit from beyond the grave. I call this the working man's trust. You know, I don't want to die and leave my family with too much money. My son will just go out and blow that money too quickly. But if I could leave them an income stream, a lump sum, an income stream, I can slice up that death benefit and it'll allow you to upsell the term insurance. Income protection option can be added to Trendsetter LB, Trendsetter Super, any of our index universal life policies. It's a very interesting rider that I don't think we as agents use enough. Here's a neat example. You can do a minimum lump sum in year one of 10,000. You can have an income stream of up to 25 years and then a final lump sum. Quick example. Here's a guy buys a 15-year term from you. He dies prematurely. His wife can get a $50,000 lump sum or replace his income in year one and then give his wife $1,500 a month thereafter. You can slice it up in lots of different ways. You can give his kids some monthly income. You can give his mother-in-law some income. You can give lump sums. It can be a very interesting solution. Very hard for someone to come in and replace this behind you, because we're going to pay out $665,000, even though he was only underwritten for $573. Moving on. Transamerica has been in the term insurance business for a long time. There's a lot of term insurance on the books. If you have either sold term insurance with Transamerica or you bump into some in the marketplace, you should know Transamerica has some very competitive conversion options. Get with the team at Levinson and Associates. They'll get with Transamerica. We'll put everything in writing. We'll get you your options and help you get paid. Financial Foundation Index Universal Life 2. This product is the Swiss Army knife of Index Universal Life at Transamerica. Lots of moving parts, lots of bells and whistles. It was built for small face amounts in the middle market. Remember, the middle market is $25,000 to $2 million at Transamerica. That's where most of middle America sits. They're buying face amounts between those $2 amounts. Those people can buy it with a guaranteed insurable rider, a base insured rider, which is like blending in term. If you need to buy a piece of business, you can dial down your comp a little bit. There's a child benefit rider, additional insured rider, accidental death benefit rider, disability of monthly deductions, or the waiver of premium. Waiver of premium might waive my $1,000 because I'm putting $1,000 in for that overfunded Index Universal Life. Waiver of deductions only waives the cost of insurance. Has that income protection rider we talked about, overloan protection rider, living benefits, critical, chronic, and terminal automatically built in. You can buy up an indemnity long-term care rider, awesome rider. The indemnity rider is underwritten at the time of underwriting. The living benefits are underwritten at the time of claim. Also comes with the concierge benefit rider. This is the same rider that's on FD Express, funeral planning, concierge services with will preparation. It can be a differentiator in the marketplace between one IUL and another. Non-med is available. These amounts are going up, but you can buy it up to 2 million age 45, no blood and urine, 1 million age 55. Fully underwritten face amounts are available. Our retention is 10 million. We will allow people to put another 40 million on top of that for a total of 50. I know that sounds insane, but people are writing big, huge policies, and the team at Levinson and Associates can help you do that. Very high caps with this product. Cap of 13, floor of 0.75 for the global index. S&P cap of 12, floor of 0.75. Get more information from our friends at Levinson. This is the Everest Funeral Concierge Rider. It's very interesting. One thing I didn't point out, I'd like to point out on this slide, is it will help you when you're delivering the policy in getting referrals. So you would actually enroll the person when you deliver the policy. You help them log into their Everest account. They can then do their will, their trust. They can store it in Tenzing, which is like a cloud for their documents. And they can also pick their funeral home by their zip code and see what package they want. If you have the Index Universal Life policy and the policy's in force for over 2 years with a face amount of $250,000 or more, and sadly your client dies, Transamerica will expedite the claim process of up to $25,000 within 72 hours directly to the funeral home before the death benefit is paid or even processed. Very unique, fits very nicely in the middle market. Again, if you're working and building a downline, multi-level, or you're in competition with those people, it fits right in that space. very interesting and unique. And it comes on every policy over 250 or more, no additional cost. This is what it looks like. 24/7 benefits. The will prep, Tenzing is the document storage, and Price Finder to help find the best package for you by your zip code. Here's a quick example of how some people are selling FFIUL in the middle market. FFIUL is built for target premium solves. So here's a lady, she's 35, she's the breadwinner in her family. She has a budget of $300 a month. She's in good health. So you help her design a death benefit of $397,000 because that's what her $300 a month will buy her. And it buys her a policy that over a period of time, if you add the long-term care rider instead of the chronic illness, she'll have so many options. For example, if she lives, say, 65, she would have paid in $108,000 over 30 years. Cash value would be projected to be about $197,000. Not bad, almost 2-for-1 investment. And her death benefit would have grown from $397,000 to $594,000. She has lots of choices at this point. At age 71, she could supplement her income by taking out $9,286 annually over the next 20 years, or roughly $185,000. Take out almost twice as much as she's put in. Or sadly, at age 70, she has some unforeseen long-term care event. She could take the entire $594,000. It'll pay down over 4.2 years, and that will be paid to her to help her maintain her lifestyle and be cared for in her home. When you exhaust the entire death benefit, it goes on a paid up residual $10,000, so it can't lapse. Very interesting solution for some of our older friends. Or sadly, Mary's diagnosed with a critical illness, and at age 63, before she's even funded the entire policy, and it reduces her life expectancy by 50%, she'll have the option of taking a $193,000 payout, and that'll help offset the cost of her medical bills. Lots of different solutions, lots of options. The Swiss Army knife of indexed universal life. Eric, why would I sell the other one, Financial Choice? This one's really built for accumulation. It's built for non-med in the middle market, some different options for index strategies. But let's give an example because I think it's really for overfunding. Here's a guy, he's 55, he wants to put away $50,000 a year for the next 10 years. I know these guys don't grow on trees, but there's a lot of people out there making money that want to save or max out for their retirement. I could put $50,000 away for him a year for 10 years, buy a death benefit of $578,000, non-med, no blood, no urine. His cash surrender value is projected to be about $573 at age 65 in the 10th year. He can then supplement his income with $45,000 a year for the next 20 years and take out $910,000. That's pretty darn good, and that's the difference between the two products. My time's about up, but here's the two products side by side, and I gave you two good examples of why you would use FCIUL, short funding, premium financing, life insurance as a retirement plan. FFIUL is really middle market America, everybody else. As Bill mentioned, we're a leader in foreign national underwriting. We have 3 programs. Non-residents, you could live in Mexico City, you can come to the United States, you can buy life insurance here in the United States, US pricing, best up to best class. You can go back to Mexico City and take the policy with you. Or you're from pretty much anywhere in the world and you're in the United States legally, you have the right visa, student visa, etc., work permit, you're here living with your family, trying to get the American dream like the rest of us, you can buy life insurance with living benefits, resident foreign national. Or the third one, the I-10, very interesting. That's this one here in the middle. I-10 is individual tax identification number. You're not here with the right visa. You may have crossed the border illegally from Mexico, but you've been in the States 3 years, you're paying taxes, you can buy up to $2 million with life insurance with living benefits. This works very nicely in the border states, some of the lower income areas. And it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you're in that marketplace, you can be wildly successful with Transamerica. There's that I-10 program I just mentioned a moment ago. It can be very interesting. This is our old retention guideline. I can't imagine you're going to be able to see all that, but this number 35 million, I'm sorry, is out of date. That should be 50, up to 50. It's 10 and auto issue of another 40 for a total of 50,000. This went up by 15 million. I got excited and misspoke. Pardon me. We have a trial application program. If you have a big case and underwriting is a little tricky, get it to the people at Levinson. They'll get it to us. We'll look at it on a trial basis. We don't need a full application. We'll need medicals and APSs. We'll get you a tentative offer and help you place that large case with Levinson and Associates. Great success story, case out of New York, female worth 100 million, had a residence in New Jersey and Florida. She recently got 10 million with Prudential Table B. Agent was working with some other IMO, not with Levinson and Associates. They totally messed it up. You can see the names there. We got a trial app submitted. We placed standard Table A, target of 987,000. I'm sorry, premium of 987, target of 735. Great case. If we can do it, you can do it. Get with your folks at Levinson. They'll help you with your large case opportunity. I just brought it in at 245 like we agreed.
Eric, you crushed it. That was perfect, and there's a lot of information here.
That's a lot of
So
info.
what I'm going to say, and it's great info, and it's a little bit for everyone. Like I said in the beginning, we came full circle here. Eric, fantastic job. Thank you again. What we're going to do, I have a few slides left here. We're going to talk about leads and marketing and some new technology available to help you all. So reach out, any questions, Transamerica, large case, small case, the final expense, anything from A to Z. Call our marketing team. We have 11 of us now that are here to help you. Okay, we're all very familiar with the Transamerica platform, and if needed, we can patch in Aaron, Eric, Skirte, all the above. So we're here to help every step of the way. Just know that, okay? An email or call anytime. We get back to you same day, typically, if it's not right away, within the hour. That's our rule here at the home office. Okay, how to get started. So if you're not appointed now, you can go to our website. In fact, we're going to send out a thank you email that will have these instructions. If you are appointed with Trans, maybe under one of those other IMOs Eric mentioned, I also mentioned on that webinar slide that's upcoming. We don't want to say anything bad, but if you do want to move over and take advantage of all of, number one, our direct contracts, number two, all the platforms, which 99% of them are free to you once you're an active agent. Just let us know. We'll get you transferred in writing with Trans under Levinson. So let's keep moving forward. What I want to talk about next is final expense, getting the word out, right, and being able to share your story with prospects, because we all know you can have the best product and carrier in the world. If you have no one to speak to, you're riding a horse in reverse around New York City in 2024, which shouldn't be happening. So you got to get the word out, okay? And as important as Eric was and the carrier and the product, You have to have a turnkey lead program, marketing program, videos, blasts, flyers, which we have for you. We have a complete turnkey library, okay? All of the top modified, graded, guaranteed issue and immediate final expense products available. There's nothing that we do. If you have a better product, okay, in all aspects, in all areas, that's better than what we're showing or quoting, okay, send it to me directly. Because either A, it's not a rated company, or B, you missed something in the small print. Okay, so just know that. You can be confident when quoting final expense with Levinson, you're giving your client the best bang for the buck. Turnkey marketing program. So we have Legacy Safeguard. We have final expense quoters for you on a wholesale level for you and agents, or retail. If you want to use something client facing, okay, all complimentary. Facebook ads. We have final expense scripts for you. We have a platform that's already built for you that you can use with health insurance agencies, P&C agencies, okay, that allows them to market to their book and drive everything back to your website and you, okay, and then you can work something out with the agency owner. So all of these, I'm not going to go over each one because it'll take 20 minutes, but everything in front of you is available, even the free scholarship program, which I do want to mention on the bottom. So imagine now, right, you have this great burial product, right, for a grandparent, and now by this consumer purchasing the product or policy with you, you can give a 1-year scholarship for their granddaughter, grandson, niece, nephew, okay, any blood relative, free. Doesn't cost them a penny. Think about that for a minute. $40,000 of value, 430 plus colleges in the U.S. It's all free. Okay. Do you think you can sell final expense when you attach a 1-year free tuition to it? Absolutely, you can. And the consumer is still getting the most competitive product. It's not like they're paying a premium for that product just to get the scholarship, or you taking a reduced commission payout. No, it's the same comp. Okay. So it's a win-win-win across the board. Guaranteed issue. So we all have that guy, that girl that just doesn't qualify. Okay. Eric mentioned a few bullets where they would get declined. Well, guess what? We have a solution. Gerber. We even have a direct-to-consumer solution with Gerber. Corebridge, Sika, just Citizens, Assurity, Top Right, Manhattan Life. Not only guaranteed issue life, but guaranteed issue CI, DI, accident, and you can even add return of premium to make it a win-win-win for the consumer. Okay, they don't use it, boom, all premiums back guaranteed. So, and we have, like I said, direct-to-consumer access with about half of these products. Let's keep moving forward. This is the complimentary quoting tool and health analyzer, okay, that will run Trans and all of the competitive products for you in real time, and it'll even tell you what health class they fall into, okay, and everything is done in real time. So when you make a change, okay, let's say to non-smoker, smoker, then the class and premium changes on the fly. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Facebook ads. This is the new hot button, especially when it comes to final expense. Now, think about you're out there, you're marketing this great product, right? There has to be some type of giveaway, right, to generate the activity, the consumer flow. So what I like to do is you offer, let's say, a complimentary book on college planning, okay, or maybe it's a complimentary platform with what do you do when your spouse passes on, okay, and we have an A to Z planning guide that you can give away free, okay, to these consumers and prospects. So use all of these things to generate activity on your social media and your website. I'm telling you, it works fantastic. You just got to be scrappy and you got to get a little creative and leave the rest to us. We're handing you everything on the platter. You got to get it out there. Okay. But you got to do it. Okay. Speaking of these platforms, this is the Legacy Safeguard A to Z platform. And again, it's free. Look at everything that's included. Think about you have your own Facebook ad generating final expense leads. Okay. So this way you're not paying a ton of money for them and they're being resold or they're BC leads. Generate your own leads, right? Have the giveaway, something like what you're looking at in front of you, because this is free for Levinson agents. And imagine the doors this will open to share your story, because once you get this client on the phone, you know You have the gift to gab and you're going to close every single consumer that comes your way. But you got to use, I call them the fingers out there, right, in social media to bring them back to you. Think of it like sticky fingers. This is how you do it. This is like the magic key. Okay, come up with these great platforms, free giveaways, and boom, the client wants to know more. Let's keep moving forward. Talking about direct to consumer, think Amazon for insurance products. Okay, by the way, we have final expense. We have graded. If you want to drive people back to your site, sell while you sleep, everything is in front of you, complimentary. On the right-hand side, we have this fourth quarter contest. Very simple. First app, $100. 5 apps, $500. Okay, no minimum premium. As long as you don't write yourself, you're in. Okay, these are the carriers. We have new companies now that we're working on literally today. One is Lloyd's of London. We just integrated a new quoter. So think about this. For you, the agent, or your consumer, right? They go into your Insure Me Now Direct site and they can choose, and this is only if you want to let them choose, because we can set it up on the back end. They can choose instant decision products where they get approved right there on your website without you involved or with you involved. It doesn't matter. They can choose instant, or they can go down the left side and choose traditional. So they can run a traditional quote, which is going to show them all of the most competitive products and carriers for their age and face amount and product type. Okay, so again, right side is the instant decision quoter, and on the left side is the traditional quote engine for life products. So it's complimentary, it's free. In fact, we're just launching it today. And then if the client wants to go down the traditional route, and maybe they don't have an instant decision, right? Because they're using maybe Protective or maybe it's Sagicor or Symetra, whatever it is. Okay. Now there's going to be an application that pops up, and this is all done in real time. The client fills it out. You, the agent, are sent an email instantly to say, hey, Bill Levinson just ran this specific quote. Here is their one-page drop ticket application. You can either submit the details on a drop ticket or get them on the phone. You just closed a new deal. So it's not just the instant decision products any longer. Okay. Now you're using and marketing your own Insure Me Now site, but for all the carriers and products. Okay. Think about that. And again, it's all free. So I love this concept. Okay. This makes, if I was in your shoes, I have to put my agent hat on, right? So I can do my job well. I have to pretend I'm an agent out there in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, right? And what would move the needle for me? And it's stuff like this, technology like this in 2024 and moving into the new year, you have to leverage to move the needle. And then, yes, you have that monster case Eric was talking about, 730 grand, a target premium. Obviously, you're going to get in your car and go jump to the local Starbucks or McDonald's or meet them at a hotel conference room, whatever it is, or their living room. Okay. But for the low hanging fruit, come on. It doesn't get any easier, folks. Let's keep moving forward. All right. What I want to show you next is, and I promise you every week, we'll share the posts that are performing well for the product type we're talking about on the call. So what we do every week, and I encourage you to do the same, go on your Facebook, go on your Instagram, very easy, go in the search bar, just put in final expense, top performing posts, what's working for others. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, folks. Very simple. Okay. Left-hand side, 243 likes, 52 comments. Each comment is a new lead for you. It's a free lead for you. You got to be scrappy. Is this rocket science? What your family needs should be more important than your fear? Is that hard? No, it's just getting the word out. Creative marketing. Simple. Right-hand side, 4 reasons why we should buy insurance when we're young and healthy. Hello? 342 shares, 6 comments, 1,200 plus likes. Can you do something like this today when we hang up the phone? Okay. If you generate 2 comments and 2 direct messages and you sell 1 new policy from this, it costs you nothing. Okay. And there's a $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 commission on the back end with your name on it. Okay. It's not hard. It's not hard, but you got to be creative. Write these things down. Jump on Instagram or Facebook when we're done. Okay. In fact, Share with me what you found out. And if you want to come up with a post, run it by me. I'd be more than happy to help you out. The podcast, next slide, great way for you to learn and pivot. I love this stuff, okay? In fact, we're filming live a podcast tomorrow morning with an agency from Tampa. They're driving down in the morning, and then we'll have it out to the public, I would say by probably late Friday or early Monday morning. But you're going to love it, okay? It's a group of younger guys and girls. They're out there. They're making it happen. And they're going to share some nuggets and wisdom with you all. If you can pick up one or two ideas, again, it's worth the 45 minutes or whatever it is. You got to think like this. The left side is Steven, okay? He's the life settlement broker, the fund, okay? Very easy. Think about this. You have a book of business. You have some insured, some clients that maybe don't need a whole life or a IUL or UL or even a term policy, and they're older. Maybe they're not healthy anymore. They'd rather have the cash, okay? The commissions, the fees that you will earn on those cases, typically anywhere from $2,000 to upwards of $50,000, okay? And you're helping the consumer. You're doing the right thing. So you can pick up some nuggets and marketing ideas on that podcast. The right-hand side, that's the MVP, World Series MVP, Jorge Soler. That was number 17, okay? He now plays with the Atlanta Braves. He's a home run king. He shares some great tips and tricks to keep you motivated, inspired, moving the needle every day, even when you don't feel like getting up and moving the needle. Okay, you gotta. The way I look at it, if I can pick up one idea from these podcasts or these books, right, or these webinars, and it changes my life an inch or a half an inch, it's a win. And you gotta look at life the same way, even personal, same thing. Okay, business, personal, doesn't make a difference. You want to get a little better every single day. Okay, that's the way I look at it, and I hope you're doing the same thing. Let's keep moving. By the way, we're almost done. I got about a minute, and we're going to close on time, which is nice for a change. This is our webinar training schedule. So that's what you're on right now, by the way, real fast on the top. We spoke about it earlier. We're pulling the covers back. Levinson versus the competition on the 25th. F&G relaunch on the 30th. We have a DI 101. You agents requested this, so we put it on the map for the 7th of November. And then on the bottom, our quarter 4 annuity overview with Coach Chris. It's going to be great. And then on the way bottom, we have our Manhattan Life Q4 training. This is going to be a big one because they're a huge player in the supplemental product space and on Insure Me Now Direct. And we're giving you $100 for a stab bonus. Last and final slide, my giveaway and my question of the day. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to move to that those two fancy cars, left-hand side. This is my Positive Tuesday quote. It's all about keep moving forward, keep moving the needle, right? We've been through a lot these last 4, 5, 6 years, and you know what I'm talking about, okay? We got to do whatever it takes to keep our foot slammed on the gas. Here's my quote. More is lost with no decision rather than wrong decisions. Go with your gut, go with your instinct, and keep moving forward. Make a decision, right or wrong. Keep moving forward. Question of the day. You tell me first that your little fingers are on the keyboard because you got to answer quick and you got to be correct. You got to tell me it's a 2-part answer, 2-part question. Tell me the date of our 2025 Levinson Expo and what's the minimum premium to qualify for one free night at our beachfront resort, the host hotel. Okay, so tell me the date of the expo, the minimum premium to get your free night on the ocean, on the sand for the expo. You tell me, and it's correct, and you were first, and you win the Apple iWatch. Andrew's going to tell us who was first and who was correct. Andrew?
Okay. Yep, it is Linda J. Linda J.
Linda J, congrats. The answer, April 11th, 2025, minimum premium, $30,000 life and annuity combined, $30,000, one free night at our beachfront resort. Have a great rest of your Thursday, great rest of the week, great weekend, great selling, okay? And remember, 1 idea, 2 ideas, 3 nuggets, okay? Moves the needle every day. Every day. Write it down, make it happen. Action is everything. Great selling again.